Alright, so now that we have MongoDB installed on our WSL, so this is our server components, what we want is a nice GUI tool so that we can visualize the data that we're going to be using essentially, and so on. So for that we have MongoDB Compass. It's a nice GUI provided by, well, the makers of MongoDB. The links for the file installation are in the written instructions. So I've already downloaded it and I have it here. And at this point, it's 90% of it is literally double click and let it install. So we will do that. We will let it install. It should take a few seconds, maybe more, depending on the speed of your system. All right, it is installed. A bunch of things here. I guess we will come back to this later when we use MongoDB and all. A good thing, a good sanity check, just to make sure everything is working, everything is coming together, is to go and connect to it. So you should have a default URL that should be the same for everybody. And if you click connect, it should connect. Now the key here is should, because right now it will not, and this is during automatic update. In this case, automatic updates for this is fine because this is all provided by MongoDB. And so, if I click connect, I have a scary error, something con refused, a bunch of numbers, connect, econ refused, and so on. Well, actually, it's telling us exactly what's going on. Because if you install this immediately after you installed MongoDB on WSL, it should connect, it should see it. However, if you first installed MongoDB, closed out WSL, went to get a cup of coffee, came back, booted up your computer again, started up WSL, chances are that MongoDB server is not running in WSL, meaning it's installed there, but it's not running. Now, how can we check for that? Let's go back to our WSL, and this is a nifty little command called systemctl status mongo database. And what do we have here? MongoDB database server inactive dead. Very dramatic, but all that it means is that our MongoDB server is not running. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to launch it. And we launch it with sudo superuser systemctl start MongoDB. If we run this command, it might ask you for the password. It might not. It will for me. Now, again, seems like nothing has happened, but something has definitely happened. Now, MongoDB server is started and we can connect to it. And I can prove it to you because if I run the same command that I ran before, status MongoDB, now I have this here as active and running. So we can exit out of that, clear out, and if we go into here, and if you try the same connection string, if you try to connect again, now we're in. And now this means everything is working together. Our WSL correct version is set up, and our MongoDB server is set up and running on WSL, and our MongoDB Compass GUI tool is set up and running on Windows, and they're talking to each other. It's connecting to the default databases. We'll come back to the databases later, and it's downloading an update. This is fine, again, because this is a tool from MongoDB. Updates are completely fine, and that's all that there is to it.